Comfort is defined as a state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. The entrepreneur knows not these words, but rather the excitement, the fight, the growth and expansion into the marketplace. There are no shortcuts to success. There are no shortcuts to financial freedom or to the growth of your business. That's why I've created the Comfort Killers. Good morning, Comfort Killers. I appreciate you watching. I am Stacy A Cross, and there is no E in my name. And today we're going to get a little deep. We are going to talk about your bed sheets. We are going to talk about your hair. We're going to talk about your fingernails. And you might be thinking, well, damn, what is Stacy on, man? It's the day after Christmas. What is she doing? She's supposed to stay on topic. I am on topic because everything that I'm talking about goes hand in hand with personal development. It goes hand in hand with self-improvement, Comfort Killers. So I'm glad you're here because it's going to get real uncomfortable at this time. Before I move on, understand that you can read our articles. Our articles right now are on Grant Cardone TV /articles. It's in the business category. So the Comfort Killers are now producing content for Grant Cardone TV on an article base. So you can check that out. You can search it and you can read our articles. The one that I put on there is real deep, man. I talked about if you are struggling, it's your fault. And what I wanted to get out of that article when I wrote it, it was the fact that we need to take 100% responsibility for our life, okay? That's why I wrote it. I definitely wanted you to get that concept. Don't get mad at it, right? Because we shouldn't get mad at the results that we see in our life, right? Get mad at your energy level. Get mad at your input. Get mad at your don't get mad at that output, baby. Because what's coming out is what you put in. So be mad at yourself for what you put in your formula to create, but what comes out is a direct reflection of it, okay? So don't get mad at that. And I'm really wanting people to take that close to them and say, you know what? I did create this. I'm struggling because I created it. And just to pull that responsibility piece back in your life. So check out those articles. It's awesome. Also on thecomfortkillers.com, we have tons of contributors adding to the platform, adding to the space, adding to the knowledge database, you know, adding to everything to blow and expand your mindset up. So check out some new articles. We're fully in real estate. We're doing a lot of work with Thelonious. If you didn't watch the documentary that I put out, please take the time. Please take the time and go watch. It's about 45 minutes. I spent some time, invested time with Thelonious in Atlanta, and we drove around the neighborhoods to which he invested in real estate and bought up some houses. So you're gonna get a lot of value out of it, even just in the conversation that we had while we were driving around. Definitely. There is a VIP group that we have for the Comfort Killers, and it's on Facebook. And if you want some information about that, definitely reach out to hello@thecomfortkillers.com. See about getting you in the group. But there was a question that was placed by one of our Comfort Killers in the group. And I know this question probably relates to more than us than just that one person, because it's a great question. I wanted to bring the question inside this space to see what we could do to help my Comfort Killer out. I do have an answer, and let's see if it helps you out as well. It says, in the moment of rut, mental rut, when you're in this mental rut, what is my go-to method to intervene these tarnishing thoughts, right? So this mental rut, the tarnishing thoughts, these thoughts that excessively try to have a dominance over the positive thoughts. Now, I thought about that question for a day. I didn't just automatically go ahead and answer it because, you know, what happens is I have to put myself in the time where I thought about things that were negative and, oh man, I didn't get to this spot yet. And, you know, just these thoughts that don't do us any justice. The first thing I know, I told people, and you probably heard it before on my end, is, you know, thoughts don't stay in my head rent free. You got to pay to be there. You got to pay to play. So if these thoughts are there, ask it. Hey, give me some money or get the hell out. And most negative thoughts can't produce anything. They can't produce creativity. They don't produce any money. They don't produce any productivity. So they end up getting out. So what I mean by that concept is that acknowledge that the thoughts are there. right? You know, one of the things why thoughts get to stay in our head is because there's no acknowledgement of them. So we're just pretty much on that baseline of, okay, they're there and they're bothering me. So let's get that bothersome thought out of there. And how you do it, pay it that attention. Give it that attention real quick. Hey, I understand you're here. Don't know why you're here. You're going to give me creativity? No. You're going to give me productivity? No. You're going to give me some money? No. Get out. All right? So acknowledge it. Thank it for being there, because you got to think your thoughts, because you're actually thinking. You know, some people, they're in a coma, man. They can't think, right? They don't know what they're thinking. They have no consciousness to think. They're under a spell. They're not there, right? But you do. You have these thoughts, even though they're negative. You got to think them, and then tell them to get on their way, man. They don't have a place here. They're not paying rent. So, but I understand that that's tough. I understand that the only thing you can't do is just think to death, right? So one thing that I know that I do, and I engaged with a fella on Twitter about this. He said, Stace, what do you mean that the production is the basis of morale? And in my interview with Grant Cardone, we spoke about that. I have a book that on the book, it says production is the basis of morale. The doing makes you feel better. This is the quote is by L. Ron Hubbard. If you didn't know that, I took it because I believe it. I took it because I actually did it. When you do more, you feel good, right? So that's your mental plane is feeling a lot better when you are actually in motion, when you're motivated, when you are doing something. So create some articles, right? Jump on a class, on a course. Do something. Do something. The doing, man, makes you feel so great and powerful. But I understand. Thinking positive, thinking those thoughts may not be enough. Doing something, being productive may not be enough. So then that's when you got to add something else. Now let's add some exercise. Let's get this move. Let's change our state. Let's move around. You know, sometimes I get up and I just hit it. 12 jumping jacks real quick, because to change the state of these things, the muscles, the heart, the glands, your throat, your ligaments, right? Your cartilage, you moving it, you're training this thing that, hey, listen, I'm focused on this. I have no time to focus on those negative, mental, ruddy thoughts. So you move. That's why I move a lot. That's why I tend to move a lot in around my space, right? To always be in motion. So now you're thinking better. You're doing more productive things. Now all of a sudden that mental rut is moving away. You're understanding that you're not even in a mental rut because you're not thinking about it. It's when we dwell on this thing and constantly think, oh shit, I'm in a mental rut, then yes, you are, because you're constantly giving it energy. You're feeding the doubt, man. You're not starving it. Quote from GC. And the last thing that I told my comfort killer in the VIP group, again, hello@thecomfortkillers.com. If you want to be added to the VIP group, right now, I'm adding people for free. But pretty soon there will be a fee to get in here. We're doing something in January that's highly valuable for our comfort killers. So please send that email now, hello@thecomfortkillers.com, to get that freeness going. So the last thing that I told my fella, I said, help others. The quickest way to get out of a mental rut, to be out of your negative thoughts, is to help others. Now, how could you help others? Call a family member. You need me to rake your lawn? You need me to do something? What do you need? You need me to go to the store, get some milk? Go volunteer, you know? So helping others will really put perspective in and bring it back to, because you want to craft a better world. Ultimately, you feel at the best self when you're helping the world. I'm telling you, make your goals big and make them encompass the globe, and you will feel outstanding. Every day when you realize that, holy smoke, I don't even know how I'm gonna do it, you feel good doing it, trying, living, breathing. You have a purpose. So that's what I told him, and that's the type of answers that my comfort killers receive in our VIP group. So let's shift gears. Let's go to today's topic. All right, it's the Comfort Killers Journal. I actually wrote some information in it. Today's show, man, we're gonna get uncomfortable right now. All right, Because you wake up in the morning as a comfort killer. You don't, how can I, I want to be as lean with it, but I'm not. You understand? All right, brush your teeth, guys, okay? Iron your clothes before you leave the house. Take a shower, okay? These nails, clean your nails, man, okay? So here's how it doesn't work. You read 2 books. We're proud of you. We're proud. You're a comfort killer. You're into personal development. You're reading books. We love you. But then we go inside your home and your laundry is stockpiled to here. Your home smells like filth, right? This is real. I'm telling you, it doesn't work that way. You can't be a comfort killer 100% for 360 views on your life and your breath is offending people, man. It's real. You got to take care of yourself, your household, your living situation. All right? My comfort killers, we cannot walk around in society, right? Confident in our books that we write. You know, confident as hell in our business, but you're not taking care of your home. And what I mean by that, okay, you get up, man, I want you to take care of your home. Clean, baby, clean. Because your organization at home and for your personal hygiene, your organization at home and for your personal hygiene tells me a lot, probably tells me more about how you will perform in business. Because understand, your desk could be a mess. Your workspace, some people are creative as hell in a messy environment. Not me. I kind of have to, go like this, man. Get these papers in order. You know, what that tells me is that you're not organized in business. Like, how can I work with you? How can we put on a project together when you don't take care of your personal hygiene? Okay, when your clothing is so wrinkled, man, you know, these are the things that your hair, your hygiene, it just isn't right. So what I want to say, and I keep beating it around the bush, right? But I'm not gonna anymore. Is you're not a comfort killer if you don't take care of yourself, right? Yourself is what you have. Okay, you could gain as much knowledge. That's external. Knowledge is external until you put it inside, right? But yourself, you could start with yourself. Be organized in your home, right? Be organized with your friends. Now, there's a book that I'm reading right now, and it's teaching me a lot about interpersonal skills, and we're focused on some emotional intelligence moving into the new year. And what I learned is that even in conversation, okay, even in conversation with people and her active listening and the body language of another person tells a lot about how they handle business. Now, if they're not listening to you, if you're not listening to someone, how the hell will you listen to your customers? Will you listen to your clients, right? If you don't want to be there in the space, then you ought to say no so that you don't project these negative self-behaviors out front, and then a real comfort killer will see that and be like, this guy, this gal is not real. Okay, because it's deep. It's deeper than what you think it is. Online space is all great. You have to meet your customers. You have to get in front of some business. You have to get in front of people, the cash cows that'll give you more business, right? So if you're not taking care of yourself in your home, in your daily living habits, then how the hell do you think that you could gain more customers in wanting to help them? It doesn't work that way. You start with what you have. Grant said it in the interview that we had. How did you change? How did you want to create your space? Man, I'll clean up anything in front of me. I'm at the office, I'm picking up trash, is what he said. Look at your space, look at your desk, look at your bedroom, look at your bathroom. Clean it, man. You're right? Don't invite comfort killers over. Listen, you can invite me to dinner, right? But I could understand those natural behaviors, and if you're working on them by the conversation that we're having, by how you treat the people around you in your space, right? By your hair, right? Are you know, I understand the idea of entrepreneurship and how they make it seem that you're eating ramen noodles, right? And you are so dirty and you're living out your garage and I understand it, because sometimes you have to get gritty. You're planting those seeds, right? But the leveling up, you always gotta level up and say, okay, you don't need the $400 $4,000 suits, $400 suits. You could look good. You could smell good. All right, you can smell fresh, you can look clean. When you step out in an environment with people, in society, in civilization, you ought to take better care of yourself. Your personal hygiene matters, right? Your laundry and your wrinkled shirts matters. The dirt under your nail, those things matter. Take the time. Then you say, Stace, I have no time. I have no time to clean up around my area. Well, there's a thing called housekeepers, right? Jump on Craigslist. They're not that expensive. If you don't have the time, you don't want to do it, get someone up, help the economy. Get someone else to do those little things, because it will come out. It will be featured in your business habits. I'm telling you. You can't hide it. You can't be great all day at work and come home and be subpar. It just doesn't work. There's a time when you have to align all things and do all things good on each level, so you bring everything up on the 360 angle: health, wealth, happiness. Major goals is happening for 2017. I'm looking at everyone. I'm like, man, these guys got some big goals. Everyone has some big goals. But these small goals and big goals could happen on a daily basis, a minute basis, a second basis, with how you take care of yourself. You could, like Grant said, have you ever seen a huge guy doing personal development on stage, coaching about self-improvement? And there's things I gotta work on, I'm not gonna lie. There's things that I gotta work, and I'm working every day. But as I see it now, I must intervene and say, guys, let's focus on those daily things, the daily living things. Brush your teeth, comb your hair, iron your clothes, do your laundry, step out, look good. Your car's a mess, clean your car. It has a reflection on how you do business. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a great day. It's Christmas is over. I don't want to see it anymore, right? Let's move on. Let's get back to business. I never got out of business, all right? So all weekend we've been doing our thing. Siobhan knows me the best. Siobhan, my heart, look, pump, pump. My heart knows me the best. So she got me what I need, okay? All right? I wasn't looking for the toys. I don't want the TV. I don't need the drills, right? She got me she got me some books. She got me this one. I need that one. She got me this. What is this? And you got me something else. Oh, this one here. This one's big right here. You got me the Dictionary of Business and Economics. And of course, she heard me the other day talk about Starbucks, right? I was talking about the business, and I was doing some research on the business experience, and she got me the Starbucks experience, man. So these books will be, I'm actually reading this one now, People Smarts, what I mentioned. And of course, this is always a reference, right? So I love that. So, you know, this is really all I got for Christmas, right? I'm not over here going, I guess. Yeah, where's that thing? Hey, listen, this right here goes well into the year and lasts longer than any smart TV, okay? Lasts longer than any watch, okay? This right here means the world to me, because that means I set the tone of what I expect. And what people get me now is only self-improvement products, and I love it. And I love them. Thank you, Siobhan. You know, so that's what life is about, man. It's building, it's loving, it's living, it's growing, it's being, it's doing, and it's learning. So I am Stacy A Cross. Clean your nails, man. Brush your hair. Hey, listen, I'm offended. I'm offended when your breath is rocking. Your breath is rocking, bro. I'm offended. Don't offend me when we're trying to do business together. I am your customer at all times. Everyone, your friends, your customer, your grandma is your customer, man. You stop offending your customers, okay? Live good. I am Stacy A Cross, and there is no E in my name. Until next time, remain uncomfortable.